This video is supposed to accompany the example PBI dynamic machine learning um, notebook or Power BI project that I created. First thing to do is that I made synthetic data. So if we click on that and we click on table view, you can see the data structure. I have a column for ID, one for species. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4 species. Then we have age class. So for every combination of species and age class, I have a row. Then we have for each of those combinations the soil type and various other forest attributes, including biomass, which is the target variable. This is all completely made up data. So if we go back to the report view, what I've done is I've inserted a slider here, and to insert a slider, you can just click this and drag. Let's see here, how do we do that? So I'm going to go over here, make a slider, and then I could drag in species and diameter class or age class. So you see here we've got right, and this right now is only showing one because I already have a slider in here which demonstrates all which I've already created, but that's the mechanism. So doing that will create a new slider. And then the other thing in here, so this subsets the data. So this does all oaks, all age classes, for example, we could turn on or off certain age classes. And when we do that, it subsets the data to that particular combination. So now we want to add a Python visualization. So we click on that, and in order to enable it and to tell it what data set, what table you want to work with, you just click on one of the fields. Well, you click on all the fields that you want to drag over there, right? I'm not sure you have to click them or if you can just drag them one by one. Doing this, they're all added to the visualization. And again, it's not clear why it does this, but it's creating in the code a data set called dataset, which is, I guess, is like a data frame. So anyway, we then want to paste in our code, which I got from machine learning, or from an AI. Explain exactly what I want to do. And when we do that, it references the data set object, which I've created by dragging, these columns from the table over. And then we can test it out by hitting the run button here. You can see it chugs along. And what it's doing is, for the subset of the data that I've selected in my slider, it is creating a variable. It's running a random forest model and creating a variable importance map. So for example, for oaks here, I can see that which variables are the most important contributors to biomass. If I were to switch it to pine, the number, or spruce, the visualizations will change. As you can see, they're chugging away. It's running a new random forest model with all age classes for spruce and just that subset of the data. So it chugs for a moment. So as you can see, each time I change this, it runs a different random forests model. And as you can see, it's not deterministic. So obviously, I think it would be deterministic if I put set a seed in the code, which I didn't do. But we could see that each time it runs, both of these visualizations, which are really the same model, update. And generally speaking, you should have a similar, because there's only like 20 observations. But if you had enough observations, you should see kind of the same thing each time, the same relative ranking. And I actually shouldn't have ID in there clearly. So anyway, that's how this works. And